All right, guys, here's our order of operations other lesson. In this lesson, we're going to have multiple grouping symbols. So remember grouping symbols, we have parentheses, which look like this. We have brackets, which look like this. And we also have something called braces. So you can see any one of these. So don't be surprised. Remember, after the parentheses, in sixth grade, you'll start solving exponents. After exponents, we do multiplication, division, left to right, whichever one comes first, and then addition, subtraction, left to right, whichever one comes first. So I was just reading off this little graphic right here. Great thing for you to use whenever you're solving order of operation problems. Now, whenever we have grouping symbols, remember the operations inside of the grouping symbols are always what you do first. So whatever's going on in those parentheses or those grouping symbols, that is what you need to solve first. It's like always what your eyes need to be looking out for because that needs to be done first. Now, if we have more than one type of grouping symbols, you're always going to solve the parentheses, then the brackets, then the braces. You always work inside to outside in parentheses. So we're going to get some practice doing that today whenever we have multiple types of grouping symbols. Okay, so here we notice in our first problem, we have 16 divided by 4 in parentheses plus 8 divided by 3 in parentheses. So which one do we solve first? Because according to PEMDAS, we solve parentheses first. We're going to solve the one, whichever one's on the left. Okay? So we're going to do 16. Oh, forgot to draw my little triangle. We're going to do 16 divided by 4. I'm going to underline that part is 4. Now, since I solved what's in those parentheses, I'm going to drop those parentheses. I'm not going to have them anymore. Plus, I didn't solve 8 plus 3 yet, so I'm going to go ahead, keep that one. So I have 4 plus 8 plus 3 in parentheses. So according to PEMDAS, I'm going to solve what's in parentheses. 8 plus 3 is 11, and I'm going to bring down 4 plus 11. 4 plus 11 is 15. All right, so my answer to the first one is 15. All right, let's go ahead and solve the next one. I have 5 times 3 plus 6 divided by 2 in parentheses, and all of that inside of brackets. Okay, so we have not seen a problem like this, so make sure you're paying very close attention. That way, if you have any questions or you're wondering anything, hopefully it'll get answered. Okay, so I see I have brackets and I have parentheses. So what part do I solve first? Well, we always work inside to outside of our brackets. So what that means is the brackets are on the very outside, and then when we go inside, we have parentheses inside of those brackets. So I'm going to work on the inside problem, which is 6 divided by 2, right? Notice the parentheses are inside the brackets, so I'm going to work on the inside, which is the parentheses, which is 6 divided by 2. Okay, so I'm going to do 6 divided by 2. I get 3. Now, I solved what's inside the parentheses, so I'm going to drop the parentheses, but I'm going to keep the brackets because I haven't solved everything in the brackets yet, have I? Do 5 times. Okay, so I rewrote everything else. I just, after I solved 6 divided by 2, I wrote 3 and then rewrote everything else, right? So now I have 5 times 3 plus 3 in brackets. So I need to solve what's in my brackets. 3 plus 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. I'm going to write down 5 times because I haven't solved that yet. Now I'm going to do 5 times 6. 5 times 6 is 30. My answer to this is 30. All right, next one we have 4. Ooh, this is let's see if y'all guys remember. What does it mean when a number is pressed up against parentheses? What does that mean? I'm going to make a quick note here just in case we forgot. When a number is touching parentheses, it means to. Very good if you said multiply. Cool. My writing got kind of. When a number is touching parentheses, like 4 is touching parentheses in this one, it means 4 times 3 plus 17 in parentheses, and all of that's in brackets, and then we have minus 12. So let's go ahead and work on solving this. Okay, so what do I need to solve first? Well, I have grouping symbols, and if I have problems in grouping symbols, I solve what's in the inside first. So 3 plus 17 is in the brackets, and it's in parentheses, so I'm going to solve that first. So I have 20. I'm going to get rid of those parentheses. And remember, 4 is being multiplied times 20. I'm actually going to use the dot to remind us that the dot means to multiply. It's a multiplication symbol. So I have 4 times 20, and that's still in brackets because I haven't solved that part yet, minus 12. Okay, now I have 4 times 20 in brackets minus 12. I'm going to solve what's in the brackets. 4 times 20 is 80 minus 12. All right, I'm going to go off to the side and work 80 minus 12. Can't do 0 minus 2, so I'm going to borrow. 10 minus 2 is 8. 7 minus 1 is 6. So my answer becomes 68. All right. Okay, last one. It's a big problem. We got a lot going on here, don't we? We have 3 plus 17 in parentheses minus 10 divided by 5 in parentheses. All of that in brackets. And then we have plus 4 on the very outside. So don't want to forget that plus 4 because we'll get the question wrong. Okay, so what do I need to solve first? I have brackets, and then inside the brackets, I have 2 set of parentheses. Well, I'm just going to solve the parentheses on the left first. So 3 plus 17 is 20. Now, I didn't solve everything in the brackets, so I'm going to keep the brackets. I did solve 3 plus 7, so I'm going to get rid of those parentheses. Minus, parentheses, 10 divided by 5. Remember, whatever I haven't solved yet, I got to write exactly the same. Plus 4. Okay, now I re-look at my problem. Which one, or what do I need to solve first? I have more brackets, and then in the brackets I have parentheses, so I'm going to solve that. 10 divided by 5. 10 divided by 5 is 2. I'm going to get rid of the parentheses because I solved what was in them. 20 minus 2, and I need to keep brackets around that because I haven't solved that yet. Plus 4. Now I have 20 minus 2 in brackets plus 4. I'm going to do the 20 minus 2. 20 minus 2 is 18. Plus 4. I got rid of the brackets because I solved what was in them. Now I'm going to do 18 plus 4. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 is my answer. All right. Now, we solved all of those just using PEMDAS, or order of operations, and that's going to be it. After this, you need to make sure you go ahead and do your practice. Again, if you need any help, have any questions about anything, make sure you ask.